about 2.5 years now. I'm a diamond coach. I hit diamond in 92 days, which is like twice the time that it took Kayla. So she is a rock star and growing a team and doing amazing things. I love being a Beachbody coach, and the subject that I'm going to talk about tonight, I'm not going to keep it long. I know everybody's got kids. Everybody's busy. Kayla did a call for my team last night and got to see that precious baby on our call, and it was awesome. It was fun. It was good. It just really showed me how that you can do this as a busy mom, as a busy dad. But it does take a lot of things to happen. And the thing that I want to talk about tonight with personal development is this, and it simply is this. I had a call with a guy today, and he's not even into Beachbody. He's into this thing called Complete Fitness. It's a Christian thing where they give money and they help get people out of debt, and he's struggling. And I really believe this with all my heart. You see this everywhere, but the only things that happen great in your life, happen after a struggle, right? The only things that happen great in anybody's life, nothing's ever easy. People that have easy, they always waste it. But greatness comes with struggles. The greatest things always happen after the toughest times. You see quotes about that all the time, but it's true. And as a Beachbody coach, just like Kayla was talking about a while ago, and I don't think Amanda's I'm just going to pick on Amanda a little bit. Not really, Amanda. You're right here to me. I always like to point where people's at. But we're just talking about Success Club and at the last minute. And I've hit Success Club every month that I've been a coach, except for October. So I was a Success Club All-Star at Summit this past year, and I didn't have any plans of never hitting Success Club, but I was a Success Club 4, and I fought to the end. So I thought I do all the 3 vital behaviors all the time, but not really good at inviting until probably September of this year. I really started inviting a lot. And a lot of that had to do with just some struggles, confidence and things like that. Even though people think that, hey, you look at Kayla, you look at me, and you think we're the most confident people in the world sometimes, we still have our own struggles. And personal development is huge with any struggle that you're going through with this. So the first thing that I would ask you tonight as you get on this call is to write down why you became a Beachbody coach. I know Kayla's asked you to do that. Deidre, all the coaches ask you to do that. But if you hadn't done that, you really need to do that. And the reason why is because as you go on this journey, you're going to think about, people's going to tell you all the time that you should just quit. You're going to want to give up. And you're going to have to remind yourself why you became a coach. In the deepest, darkest times of this journey, as a coach, as you become a leader, then you will want to quit. I'm just going to go ahead and warn you in advance, and that's where personal development is going to help you as you grow a team. Think about what your goals are, and I can only see Amanda's face. I can't see. I'll say Cynthia and Daniel. I see their name on here. I like calling out people's names. It just makes it seem more personal. But Cynthia and Daniel, think about what your goals and your dreams are. And on this journey as a Beachbody coach, there's no doubt that you can reach your goals and dreams as a coach. But what you have to balance, and personal development will help you do that, is your goals and your dreams on the same level as the amount of time that you're willing to work in it. One thing that I felt early as a coach is I would ask people what their goals and their dreams were. And I wouldn't ask them how much time they were willing to put in. And people would say, well, I want to quit my job. I make $100,000 a year, and I want to quit my job. And I want to replace my income and things like that. And then I wouldn't ask them how much time they were working. And then 3 months into the business, when they weren't hitting Success Club or they were having struggles or things like that, then I would ask them, how many hours are you putting in? Well, it's just according to what it may be. This is where personal development is going to help you to realize that your goals and your dreams have to have actions behind them. So as I was growing up, just a little bit about myself, when I was coming through high school and things like that, I didn't read at all. I love music. I sing. I was in bands. Me and my son, we play. He plays guitar and I sing stuff. I always loved music, but I hated reading. I hated it. And then Beachbody came along. The only book that I'd ever read and I've shared this on other calls, was Of Mice and Men. Amanda, I can only see your face and Kayla's face, so I'm going to ask you, do y'all like reading? Yes? Yeah. No? So, and there's so many different ways. Cynthia and Daniel, yeah, it's kind of give and take, right? I mean, everybody's kind of different. Hey, I can see their face now. There you are. Good. That makes it more personal. So, some people love reading and some people don't. I hated reading. I really hated reading. But the one thing that I found was the personal development was so much more than just just reading a book. It was really developing who I was, not as a Beachbody coach, but also as a leader, as a dad, you know, in everything that I do. And you think about this right here as you go through personal development and things like that. Think about that labor creates life. I read this in one of the books that I had read, and it talked about that labor creates life. And it really got me to thinking, and I made a post about it one time, and I thought about this, and I see Kayla with her baby bouncing around. I love my kids. I loved them when they were babies. I loved them at night when they woke up, and I got up with them, but I would not love to birth them. I'm just going to be honest with you. I would not want to birth any babies. And if it was up to me, then creation would have ended, you know, when I was like 7 or 8, because I'd have got my tubes tied. If I was a woman, I'd have got fixed, spayed, neutered. I'd have went to the vet, to the doctor and everything to make sure that I couldn't have kids, because I would not want to have babies. I wouldn't want to birth them. So my point with that is this. Think about this. Think about that beautiful baby right there. All the pain and all the things that Kayla went through, that moms go through having children. You know, why do women, why are they willing to do that? Why are you willing to get, you know, your body stretched and get sick and get all these different things, and the pains and the agonies and all the different things that y'all go through? And it just, you know, the highs and the lows and the depressions, and I can't even begin. See, look at there. See, Cynthia, congratulations. Daniel, y'all congrats. Is that the first or what? Third, or is that 6? Just 3. Okay, keep your fingers down, Daniel. Let's just go with 3. Yeah, stop there. No 6. Y'all would, but anyway, so think about it. This is perfect timing. Why in the world would you want to go through having a child? Look at there. See, Amanda's beautiful. Why would you look? Those babies are so precious, and so my kids are. There's nothing like my children, you know. But why would a woman go through all that pain? You know, all the struggles that they have to go through in order to have a child. It's because the life that you create. It's the life. Look at the lives that you're creating, right? Look at the lives that you have. But leading up to that life, there's these struggles, there's these pains, there's these fight, there's the labor that leads up to that life, right? But you know that if you continue to fight, if you continue to struggle, if you continue to go through those different things, that there will be that life. The same thing happens on this Beachbody journey. The same thing happens in life in general. Look, I'm not just contained to Beachbody. You know, Beachbody is an awesome platform. I love it. I want to do this full time one day. But life in general, there's always struggles, there's always pains, there's always those things that you have to fight for that's going to create life. That's where personal development comes in. When you're able to listen, when you're able to read, when you're able to watch. I watched YouTube today for my personal development. When you're able to do those things every day, it reminds you of your dreams. It reminds you of your goals. It reminds you that you can do things that people tell you that you can't. You know, people are going to tell you you're always going to be average, to always settle, to always, you'll never be anything. Kayla, you'll always, you know, have a job. You'll never be able to stay at home with your mom. When you listen to personal development, when you watch personal development, when you read personal development, it reminds you that you can do those things. And that's where it really kicks in. Caleb Thomas, I don't know if y'all know him or not. He's an amazing Beachbody coach. But he said one time, he said this. He said, if you don't do personal development, don't expect to be a top coach. Don't expect to reach your goals. Don't expect to, you know, to reach your dreams. He even said this. He said, if you're just going to not do personal development, get off the call tonight. This was on a call that I was on with him. Get off the call tonight and just quit, because you're going to struggle and you're going to fail, and you're never going to fail forward. You're always just going to struggle and fail. You're never going to see success. That's how important personal development is. It really is. I'm telling you this. I tell my coaches this. If you've got a choice in a day, and you really don't, but if you had a choice in a day to either work out or to do personal development, I'd rather you do personal development, because it drives everything that you do. It really changes everything that you do. Personal development helps you to fail forward. And I told this story several times. When I started as a coach, I was on a Cup Challenge team. If you don't know what a Cup Challenge team is, you'll see it. If you're a new coach, you'll see it coming up about every 3 months. But I was on a Cup Challenge team, and it was with Deidre and several other coaches, and we finished number 7. We got the iPad mini. We got all kind of stuff. I mean, it was amazing. I really thought when we first started it, I thought there's no way we'll ever get a chance to win this thing, much less finish in the top 30. And at one time, we was like number 2. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Then I started developing my own team, and I had 5 coaches that were rock star coaches, I believe. We did a Cup Challenge. We had an awesome month. And then the next month, every one of them quit. Every one of them. And I was by myself. And I was like, okay, this sucks. This is awful. What did I do wrong? I started questioning everything that I did. I started questioning, was I supposed to be doing this? And really, I almost quit. And then I started really remembering why I was doing this. And then I started really realizing why they quit. And it was that their dreams and goals were way too big for the amount of time that they were wanting to put in. And they all realized that about the same time, you know. But then I started to really dig into personal development. And I started to prepare my mind and myself and my business as if I was going to be a 5-star, 10-star, 15-star coach, even though I wasn't that way yet. But you have that all the time, right? When I've coached kids, I've taught kids and things like that. You have struggles all the time. So I'm going to ask you this right here, because y'all got kids and I know you got it. How many of y'all have any struggles in your life right now? Any struggles at all? Cynthia, are you pointing towards Daniel? Was she doing this? I was like, what is that? I'm just kidding. You didn't look like he was pointing. Yeah, he was pointing towards you. Right there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to start a fight. But yeah, we all got struggles, right? So we all have struggles, you know, and if you really get to know people, if you really get to talk to people, I don't think you could talk to one person tonight that could say life's perfect. I don't have any struggles. There's nothing bad going on right now, because they either have something personal going on, or they have a family member or a close friend that's going through something, which means you're sharing their struggles with them. And that's why that you have to have that personal development too, so that you can share with people like that. So if you'll remember your why when you go on this journey as a Beachbody coach, and you dig into that personal development, then it's going to help you to continue on that journey. And let me tell you this right here. People, if somebody comes up to you and they say, Cynthia, Daniel, Amanda, you know, Kaylee, why are you a Beachbody coach? And if you have to go, well, if you have to think about it, then you hadn't thought about it deep enough, and you really need to revisit that. I can tell you my why all the time: freedom. Anybody ask me why I'm a coach? Freedom. I want freedom of time. I want freedom to be able to do with my boys what I want to do with them, when I want to do with them. I want to be able to go on mission trips when I want to. I want to be able to, you know, go to the schools. Freedom of time, freedom of money. I don't want to have to worry about bills and stuff. If somebody needs something, I want to be able to give it to them. If my kids want something, I spoil them, but not like that. You know, I mean, I don't buy them a $20,000 car. They got reasonable cars and things. But if I want to get them something, I want to be able to get it. If I want to be able to take a trip, if there's a mission trip that I want to go on, freedom of time, freedom of mind, freedom of spirit, you know, just freedom. That's my why, is my freedom. And you should be able to spit that out. You know, the more that you read personal development too, and the more that you get into personal development, and when I say personal development, there's so many different ranges and aspects of it, the more that you'll realize this. And this is what I think that, you know, I look at Amanda. Amanda, can you unmute yourself for me?
Yes.
Okay. What is her name?
Emma Jean.
MG.
Emma Jean.
Emma Jean. I was about to say, cool, that's my initials, MG. Emma Jean. So I'm going to ask you this. Are you going to tell Emma Jean as she's growing up, you can do anything that you want to do? You know, you can be anything that you want to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can mute yourself now. You are going to tell Emma Jean that, right? You're going to tell her that. So why is it that we tell kids that all the time, but yet we don't believe it ourselves? We believed it when we were kids. You know, we thought we can do anything that we want to do. But as we start going on this journey, we start thinking, well, I'm just going to settle for average. As you grow into personal development, and as you go into personal development, you'll start seeing that God created you to be something unique, something amazing, and do something great with your life. And that greatness don't have to mean that you're going to be a millionaire, but it does mean that you're going to do something great and be something great. But way too often we settle and we just say, I'm not going to be anything. I'm not going to do anything, right? We tell our kids that all the time, that they were created to do great things. You can be anything that you want to do. You can be anything that you want to be. But we don't believe that ourselves. And personal development helps you to start believing that again, to start seeing that again, that it's never too late. But one thing you have to realize is this. It takes a few things to really grow this business. Personal development's one of them. But you have to give your business time to grow, you know, but you also have to grow as a leader. You have to become the leader that attracts people, right? Why would somebody be attracted to you? You know, I'll challenge you to this. The sooner that you can get away from Kaylee, the sooner that you can jump out of the nest and start growing your own teams. I'm about to bust. It's a good thing my team ain't on. I started thinking about this today. I'm about to really bust my team's chops on this one going January 1st. They don't know it yet, so don't tell them. I hope y'all are not friends with them on Facebook. But January 1st, I'm not going to let several of them back in my challenge group anymore. They're going to run their own challenge groups. That's when you start becoming a leader. You know what? Get out there. If you only got 2 people, go run a challenge group. You know, at what point do you But at what point do you start having your own team? The only way that you're ever going to do it is at some point you have to step out there. You have to get out of the nest. Now, I know Kaylee's a newer coach, so she don't have any of y'all that's been with her a year, right? But I've got coaches that's been with me a year that need to jump out of the nest. They need to start growing as leaders. At some point, you have to do that. You have to be the leader that you want people to be attracted to, and you have to decide when that is. But you have to prepare like a CEO now and treat your business like a business owner now so that you will become that later. You can't wait till you have 6 or 7 coaches to start becoming a leader. You have to become that leader now. So, ask yourself a couple of questions right now, and I'm not going to keep y'all much longer. But are you, in a book called GoPro, it asks these questions. It says, are you an amateur or are you a professional? Are you an amateur or are you a professional? Are you a poser? A poser is basically this. A poser is somebody that jumped in and became a beach body coach, and they said, well, if I get lucky and I sign 2 or 3 people, then I'm going to blow this thing up. If that's what you're doing, then stop tonight. I'll just tell you that, because you're not going to get lucky. Are you a poser? Are you somebody that just makes a list of 10 or 20 people and you say, well, if I can get 2 or 3 of those 10 or 20, then I'm going to do something? Are you a professional that says, you know what? I'm going to be here a year from now. I'm going to invest in it. I'm going to do what my coach, what Kaylee tells me to do. I'm going to do what Deidre tells me to do. I'm going to do the 3 vital behaviors. I'm going to be consistent with it. I'm going to have my business hours. I'm going to do all those things every day because I really know what my why is. I know what my goals and my dreams are. I know that I got 3 kids, my 3rd one on the way, and I want to be able to stay at home. I'm assuming some certain things. I know how it is. You want to be able to stay at home with your kids. You want to be able to provide a future financially for your kids. And you have an avenue with this. But you have to decide what you are and what you really want to become. And sometimes that reality of what you are is not what you want to hear, right? Because here's the thing with this company. There's 3 things with this company. And these 3 things combine to make success, right? It's the products. We got the best products there is. There's no workouts that are better than what we do. There's not, that you can get the results that we get. The products are amazing. The compensation plan and the training, you're on the top team in Beachbody. It's an amazing compensation plan. So you got the products, you got the compensation plan and the training, and then there's you. So if a year from now, if you're not here, if you fail at this business, if you're not seeing the goals that you want, if you're not meeting Success Club every month, if you're not doing the things that you want, it's your fault. Plain and simple. You have to look at it and say, what are you doing wrong? It's not Kaylee's fault. It's not your granny's fault. It's not, your daddy's fault. It's not your kid's fault. It's not because you're too busy. It's not because life happened. All those things are happening to other people that are reaching their goals and dreams. It's you. And you have to decide that. And that's a tough reality sometimes. So you make it or break it in this business. There's no magic pill or no magic thing that just says, well, poof, and this is how you do it. So this is what I'll share a couple more things and then I'll be done. So I'll encourage you to this. Personal development is going to help you with this. It's going to help you to stay positive. If you're having a down day, jump into personal development. Think about what you're struggling with and then go find a topic. Google it, YouTube it, whatever. It's out there. Stay consistent. Consistency is key. You tell your challengers that. You say you want to lose 100 pounds, then you're going to have to be consistent. And when you mess up, you get back in. It's the same thing with this Beachbody business. Stay in personal development. No excuses for that. And being consistent, how do you find time sometimes, right? We got kids on our shoulders. We got 2 kids here, another one on the way. We got, daddy ain't made it home yet. Mom ain't made it home yet. I feel like a single parent sometimes. All those different things. You have to take advantage of your time. You have to plan your business hours, and then you have to take advantage of your time. So how do you do that? I'm consistently thinking about when can I listen to personal development? And some of that's riding down the road. It's a podcast. Kaylee can tell you about podcasts and things like that. You can listen to podcasts. You can throw CDs or DVDs in and watch them. You can listen to YouTube things. Sometimes when I toilet text, I don't know if y'all toilet text or not, but if you toilet text, you sitting on the toilet or near the toilet or whatever, you can look up things on your phone. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody, Daniel, you toilet text? That's what I'm talking about. I'm just reality, right? You're just sitting there and you're like, okay, so I'm going to check in my challenge. They don't know that you on the toilet checking in with your challenge group saying, great job, way to go. It don't matter if they know that. Don't take a selfie and then post it in a group. You're just checking in. That's all you're doing. So whatever you got to do to take advantage of those things. But make sure that you get that personal development in every day, because it'll help you to build your life, to build your mind, to build your confidence, and then to build this business. And it'll change your business. And I'm telling you this, I look at this business in such a different way. I see those babies that are here and those babies that are to come. And I know that if you work your freaking tail off at this business and you're consistent with it, you can change their future. You really can. You can, and it starts with personal development. More than the business, more than anything, it starts with having that personal development every day. So that was about 30 minutes. I kept it there. Somebody asked a question. How long have you been coaching, or are you doing this as your sole income now? No, I have been coaching for about 2.5 years, and no, I am the breadwinner for my family. I've got 2 boys, one that's 17 and one that's 13. I'll tell you all this on the call. I don't care. My income at where I work at is about $90,000 a year, and it takes that, to keep my family going. What this has allowed me to do, I make anywhere from, and I don't put this on Facebook, so you don't have to go put this out there, but I make anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a month. As a coach. What that's enabled me to do is to pay off stupid debt. I don't know if y'all have ever had stupid debt or not, but it's enabled me to pay off some stupid debt, and it's enabled me to move forward to where I can start, getting out of this. What I have seen with my business is this. For example, June of this past year, I was making about $1,800 a month. June of last year, I was making about $900 a month. It all varies. Megan Blinka, she makes more money than I do. Sarah Griffin makes more money than I do. They put a little bit more time in it than I do. And I've been doing it a little bit longer than them. It's all dependent on you. Y'all can pass Kayla. Kayla's not your, tip of the iceberg and saying you can't go past her. It's all really up to you and how quickly you do on it. But it will be my sole income one day, God willing. I believe that. I believe that. Somebody asked me this today, and I'm gonna make a video about it because they said it to piss me off, to be honest with me. I'm just gonna tell you that's why they said it. They was jabbing at me. People will do that, right? And they said, would you be doing Beachbody if you didn't get paid? And I said, well, I taught Sunday school for free. I coach kids from T-ball up to whatever, for free. I work with youth on Wednesday nights for free. I said, yeah, I would do this for free. It's my passion. I said, now, would I put as much time into it? If it was free, I probably wouldn't put quite as much time into it. I said, but yes, I would do it because I love it. I love it. But it's an awesome blessing that you can be successful at something and significant in people's lives too. You can change people's lives. So Kayla, you got anything? That's it for me. I hope that was what you wanted.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. And I love the fact that you said about toilet texting because that's hilarious. Because I often am like, well, I might as well get some work done.
That's right.
But yes, it's all about maximizing your time, using your resources, working smarter, not harder, and doing stuff like that, and I'm huge on listening to the personal development in your car, like you were saying, and just people are busy. And the thing is, busy people get things done because you're willing to think about what can I change? Where can I fit this in? What TV show am I going to skip? Or, what can I take out of my life that isn't getting me anywhere? And that's something I've been thinking about. And it's because of personal development. Because it's reminding me that there are things in my life that aren't getting me to where I need to be. And I don't even just mean Beachbody. I just mean as a better person. And so I have to remember, is this getting me to where I need to be as a person?
Yep.
So, no, take it out, Stop doing it. So, yes, your talk was awesome, and I loved it, and I'm so glad that I recorded it because I'm going to listen to it again because I started taking notes, and I didn't get very far because somebody's, super super bouncy but doesn't want to be on the floor by herself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you. That's awesome. Does anyone have any other questions? I know some of you guys are on your phones, and I know you've got babies and stuff, so you might not be able to take off your audio. I know. Anybody? Amanda, any questions? Cynthia, Daniel? Anything else? Somebody? Thank goodness I'm on here twice. Phone died. I agree with you, Michael, because we busy people plan things out. That's right. I know Cynthia is a huge planner. She likes to have everything set out. that it, guys? All right. Thank you so much, Michael. And actually, I want to take a picture too. I'm going to try and do it, even though we lost Cynthia and Daniel's beautiful faces. Are you 552? Are you trying to ask a question? Because you just went green. Is that Sarah?
No. No, that's Jennifer.
Jennifer, hey, did you have a question?
Hi. No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try and.
Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. I like meeting new coaches too, you know what I'm saying? So send me a friend request too, so I just like meeting new people, because we'll meet up at Summit one day too. We'll be like, hey, there's Amanda, you know, there's Cynthia and Daniel and their 6 kids or whatever they got by then. You know. Bring them all.
All right. I tried to take a picture. I wish like I could see you guys' faces, because I saw it one time when everybody was like pointing to the speaker, and that's what I wanted to do, but.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You're saying that about post. And you know what's crazy is you need the encouragement, right? Everybody needs the encouragement. So even though Kaylee looks like she's always happy, reach out to her sometimes. She probably has bad days too, right?
Yeah, I watched my niece today, and I was about to text my sister and be like, I hope I don't teach your daughter any special words today. It happens. So, all right. Thank you, Michael. If that is everything, yes.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for being on. Thank you, Michael.
Oh, yeah. You have a good evening.
You too. Bye.